tonight, and I went live on Instagram and shared a beautiful Sedona hike. So if you're interested, go over there. I was noticing one of the benefits of eating the meat, not the veggies, is that I cut my bangs myself. I cut my hair myself, and I was like, why are they long again? I cut them 2 weeks ago, and they're shiny and they're long. And so normally they're straight across above my eyebrows, and now they're growing, and it's crazy. And my hair is in fact shinier. The bottom from here down is highlights, but when I'm in the sun, my natural highlights look very light, and I don't need highlights, and I almost wish I didn't because this isn't as shiny because it's been treated. But when my hair is left to its own devices, it's shiny, so I'm growing it. It's like getting back to natural. I'm going to grow it and have it all. So anybody here, how are you doing? I am going to be, I've had steak for days, which is such a treat and so nice. However, I'm in the mood for two things. Mint tea, which is low oxalate. So we're going to have fresh mint tea. And then, this is weird. It looks like, good evening. Hi Sutton, my hair looks super healthy, super shiny, and it's growing. Got a lot going on here with the necklaces. Bonsoir, chérie. So you guys, we are up to, first of all, Craig sent me a meditation today. Craig, share if they can. I don't think they could participate in it yet, but it was a Kundalini style breath work, and it made me realize that I had anxiety that I didn't even know that I had. When I did it, I was like, oh, that just set me straight. So that's amazing. That should be coming soon from Craig. It's funny, like I didn't know I had brain fog until I didn't have it, until I experienced this, beef patties. I think I'm gonna make a hamburger, like just a straight up hamburger, maybe with some raw cheese. Thank you, Health Seeker. So I also have been wearing intuitively howlite, which is a piece I made before I knew how to metalsmith. My thing was I wanted to be able to wear a raw stone on a cord, and this was one of the first pieces I made in Santa Monica, and my mom used to wear this. So it's old. It's old. It's actually older than me being vegan. It's more than 20 years old. So let's add some water to a pan and cook the mint. That one has today's matcha in it. I know what I'll do. I'm gonna take a mug. I'm gonna put some mint in it and add some hot water. Howlite makes you stop stressing. And it keeps, like, if other people are stressed around you, it keeps their stress to themselves. That's my opinion. I think it does that. Hello, Truth. Hi, Brent. So now I'm going to add some hot water, because you have to drink enough liquids when you're doing carnivore, and you must. Terry's my friend who introduced it to me. She's the wind beneath my wings and my mentor. And she's like, the reason you take the electrolytes or the 4 salts, which I have coming in the mail, is that oxalates, you need the minerals because oxalates bind to the minerals. So we want to add more minerals because we're oxalate dumping. I believe that's what she means. I'll get better at the verse of all of this, but basically we have a lot of oxalates. The minerals bind to the oxalates, and then we're lacking in minerals, so we need them. Ward off other stress. Yeah. Bye. Also, like you could protect yourself with black tourmaline, but this one is particularly like go away stress. Okay. So now I'm going to cover the teacup that has the mint leaves in it, and I'll strain it. I really need to do some dishes because I have 2 pots and both of them have something in it. But there's always a way. This is not going to be a long video because I do want to eat and go into the studio. we're gonna salt the hamburger, the burger, and we're just gonna cook it, and that's gonna be that. Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna salt it. That's my seasoning. I can't be bothered with anything else. I think I'm on like a vacation from veggies. I dedicated years of my life to the beautification, further beautification, because they're already beautiful, of veggies. And I am so glad for what I did. And now I'm so glad for not. You know what? I have extra pieces of halite, and I was actually thinking of making some pieces. I just don't want to make it cumbersome to sell them. So if anybody has any suggestions on the easiest way, maybe do a live and then show them. And if someone wants to buy that piece, they could buy it and I send it. I can sell halite jewelry. This one's so cool because it's just got two little pieces of turquoise on either side, and it's just got like a linen cord, and I tie it wherever I want it. A serious vacation from veggies and from the kitchen. I make the meat, I eat some meat, I go about my day, I come back, have some other bites, go about my day, come back. It's like just simple. Like you don't have to think about it. I don't have to keep going shopping for veggies and shopping and chopping and dedicating my life. I did a lot. We could just reserve one and Zelle or Venmo me. I want to do it as easy as possible because as it is, I'll be shipping. I'll be the shipping girl. We have some interesting comments tonight. You all don't bother me though, because nothing's bothering me. Now what am I doing? I am getting, oh, cheese. I have some raw cheese. Nobody's bothering me. But I know I have bouncers here and they like to bounce, but that's just not necessary. Brooks B, hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Wow. Okay, so I will turn on the Tasty. I basically have a Tasty air fryer, Tastee, and it just slides out. You put the thing here, you turn it on. Some people like to preheat it. I just kind of figure it out as I go. I haven't mastered the machine yet, but it's really easy. It's like the easiest thing in the whole world, and there's no splatter in my kitchen anymore. Bridget, your daughter and her husband just went carnivore. I told her you'll never guess who. It's a surprise. The Tasty air fryer. Hi, Regina. So I'm going to put some cheese on the burger when it starts to be getting done. Somebody did tell me I look from Lori from The Walking Dead, but I've never seen The Walking Dead, so I don't even know what that means. Well, this little thing is the only thing I use now, except from a pan and a pot sometimes. So let's just turn it on. Let's just do this. I need to eat. It might be loud. Let's see. Let's see. I'm not eating eggs. I'm not eating eggs, but I could eat eggs, but I found out on my food allergy test an offender is coffee, so I'm staying away from coffee. However annoying, because I was like, meat and coffee go together. I get to have coffee, but apparently not for me yet. I intend to beat that one, but it does make me a little jittery and nervous. And then egg yolk, and who wants to eat the egg without the yolk? Like, to me, that's the best part. So I like eggs, but I'm not eating them at the moment. All right, let's see how loud this is. I think it's going to be loud. Not that loud. BioSteel, that's good to know. You're glad I'm here. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're here. This is the best kitchen toy, the Tasty. So I leave butter out in my little dish, heart-shaped dish, and a pat of butter. It's gonna go on the burger and the raw cheese. Okay, so I quit coffee years ago. I made a coffee substitute tonic, and I made a whole ebook around it because coffee, every time I had it, I loved it. And I'm like, I love coffee. And then a month later, I would just notice like more lines on my face, more dehydration, because it dehydrates your skin and your insides, your colon, and it kind of does rob some minerals or vitamins. So I always felt like, and it made me jittery, but I always loved coffee. Coffee and raw food don't go together because you're going to be extra jittery because you don't have that grounding. And so I started eating meat, and I was like, I think I'm going to have some coffee. Meanwhile, my allergy test that I get at Dr. Sedegi's, it said that coffee was like a number 4, which was like really offensive to my system. This time it was only a 3. So I'm hoping next time it's going to be down to nothing. So sweet, Brooksby. Even though we don't know each other, remember that you are special, important, brave, and beautiful inside and out. That's really sweet. Very funny. All right, so now we're cooking. We're done. I just wanted to say, hey, does anybody have any questions about me going carnivore? I don't have avocado. I don't crave it. My fats are butter, ghee, beef tallow, raw cheese, I wish I could get raw cream here. I'm hoping that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. does his thing about making raw dairy available. So I want the tea. So how long? For like ever. When I do something, I do it for real, and I'm not thinking about an end date. But I would definitely, for me, I wouldn't stop before 90 days, but I feel so good that I don't feel like ever stopping, to be honest. That's how I feel. Could I get bored? Yeah, but can I come up with fun things to do, like make white chocolates with monk fruit and a pinch of salt? Yeah, for a treat. Could I start being more experimental? Could I make my own jerky? Could I make my own dessert things? Yes, and I probably will do that. You want a necklace? All right, so you guys messaged me. The trigger was my blood sugar was really high in my blood test when I was having like fruit and raw food, and then I went like 4 months without fruit in my diet, and it was just meh. And I didn't feel great, and I had itchiness, and my thyroid got way out of whack. So that was when I told my friend Terry, and she's like, I gotta tell you. And she was vegan for like many, many years. So I was like, really? I'm like, well, I could eat salmon, but there's no way I can eat meat. Like, I can't do it. I just can't do it. And then I did it, and I was like, I didn't die. So that's what happened. I will be conscious. I will be aware. Well, here's the thing. White chocolate is not, the cacao butter is not high in oxalates. So, no, that's my black tea. That is high in oxalates. I can make them right now. I'm a little warm, but basically cacao butter, or these little pieces, and I will take these and double boil and add some vanilla, maybe vanilla, and add some monk fruit and a pinch of salt. And I could add some reishi because chaga's high in oxalates, but reishi is not. And then I could have my little, what I call refrigerator chocolates. Actually, if I just use cacao butter, these could in fact last outside the fridge. Oxalates are little crystals in your body. They're from the plants, and they crystallize in our body. And my friend Terry pulled a crystal out of her eyebrow, and she pulls them out of her chest. And they cause kidney stones, and I think joint pain and all kinds of havoc in the body. So thank you, Shane. So you could, in fact, read or watch or listen to Sally Norton. and her book Toxic Superfoods. Herbie would do. Herbie, I love that. Robert Wilbur. I think if Herbie were here, he would say, "You do you, girl," and would let you eat any way that made you happy and healthy. In fact, at the end of his days, he wasn't having chicken soup and things. And I think the message, because Terry she's able to get messages, and I think Herbie came in and told her to tell me, quite frankly, what she was up to. So I have to agree with you, and I think he already did. People say, I'm going to come back at you with you, Foxman, about the cholesterol, because I'm listening to podcasts and YouTubes on it, and there's a potential that we have been scared about cholesterol, and I can't give you the proper answer right now, but they do have, the carnivores do have answers. You can just do your own research and Google cholesterol and carnivore, and there are doctors talking about it. I will report back. It could take years, Alexandra, to detox from oxalates, and you don't want to go zero oxalate because you will have what is called oxalate dumping, and so I hear it's painful or feels like the flu. So I don't think we want that. So that's why I have my black tea. Sandy, you no longer look inflamed. If I had to describe your overall appearance, you're doing great. Thank you. Yes, cholesterol is not what they say it is. That's basically the gist. We're unlearning and keeping our minds open to the fact that what we've been taught is not correct. Isn't that really possible? That we were sold a bill of goods with many, many things. We were sold so many notions, and if you think about what runs the things that we learn, it's money. Money, honeys. They don't want us powerful. They don't want us healthy. They don't want us strong. They don't want anybody fighting back. They basically want us, remember, fat, sick, and nearly dead? I mean, it benefits the powers that be, the pharmaceutical companies, to have us sick. So we take their medicines. See? The food pyramid is a complete load of bollocks. So I love you guys. I'm not staying on long tonight, but I promise to come back in short little sweet bits. I will make some chocolate, try it, and then come back and make it with you guys. I have to wash my pots anyway because I have to double boil and my pots are dirty. But basically I want to tell you a tip. When you make steak, there's fat bits on the steak, and I find them to be unappealing and I can't eat them and chew them. So I put them in a bowl and I use them to cook in, or you can cook your steak the day before, put it in the refrigerator, and when you eat it when it's cold, it's more palatable. Short little sweet bits. Here we are. Big hugs, you guys. Thank you, Shane. You too. And I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. You're welcome, Anne. Thank you for thanking me. Somebody suggested I have mental illness, and I'm like, I'm not mentally ill. Yes, I do think that there are people who are unwell who glom on. I saw it in the raw food world. Who is they? The money makers, the companies that push things and agendas because they want us to buy certain things. So, yes, when I was raw, there were people who, it's where I came out, I was like, I don't want to be in a box, I don't want to be called a raw foodist, I just want to be me, and I happen to be eating this way. I'm me, I happen to be eating this way. There was a lot of rigidity and a lot of putting their anxiety into, they needed to have the strictness for that. The raw food world. He's not well, I heard, yeah? Look, people get sick. I just want you guys to know, like, the diet's not going to do everything or anything if you've got mental issues going on. Your biography dictates your biology. So what's going on in your life could affect and cause disease. So we have to be balanced and whole. Cool, Octavio. Yes, Matt Monarch isn't feeling well. I don't know what he's eating now. We don't want processed food. In my opinion, we don't want grains. I don't want to touch rice or anything like that ever. It's kind of like what it is what Dr. Sadeghi says, and I agree with, your biography, meaning your emotions and what's going on in your life. Do you like your job? Are you having a good relationship? Does something in your life need to switch? If you don't listen, it ends up showing up as an ailment in your body, which means you could get sick. So, you can't think diet is everything. It's the first thing. But the big thing we want to do is fortify ourselves in whatever feels best to us. That's my parting words. Stay flexible and stay authentic, mostly. Thank you for all the thumbs up, you guys. I'll see you soon.